Hey y'all, what's up? It's Kinsey here. Thank you for coming to my channel. Today, as you can tell by the title, is going to be my everyday makeup routine. This is something that I would do just when I wake up and get ready for school or for work or anything. Nothing too extravagant. If you want to go ahead and see this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so all I've done is tie my hair up just to get it out of the way so that I can start my makeup and not get it all in my hair and everything. I've already moisturized off camera. If you want to know what that is, I'll list the products down below in the description, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to prime my face with the Nivea Men After Shave Balm in Sensitive. If you haven't heard about it, obviously you've been living under a rock. And while I let that set, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my eyebrows. I always do that before my foundation just because I do outline them with concealer and I don't want them to get all messed up. And for me to do my eyebrows, I use the NYX Tame and Framed Brow Pomade. It's basically like a dupe for the Anastasia. I'd show you the cap, but it is so worn out. I have like nothing left, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do this real fast. And just to clean up around my eyebrows, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is in medium because I am tan right now. And I'm just going to be using this flat eyeliner brush. And this is a really creamy concealer, so I usually just blend it out with concealer. So there's no harsh lines in my eyebrows. And just to set my eyebrows and keep them in place, I'm going to be using this NYX Brow Mascara in Blonde. It's got duct tape all over it because my dog decided it was going to be close. And now I'm going to get started on my foundation now that my primer has set and everything. And for that, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation. I actually got this from a friend. She left it here after I did her prom makeup. And this is in the color 315 Soft Honey because I am very tan at the moment. I just like to dot it all over my face and then blend it in with my sponge. I know it looks like a crazy color now, but I promise you. Never forget to blend it down your neck so that you don't look like you have a mask on. And now I'm going to apply concealer using the same Maybelline concealer that I used on my eyebrows, just under my eyes for my dark circles, and around my face just to highlight. Chin, forehead. I also put it under where I contour because it actually does help lighten the area so that I don't have to put as much primer. And I'm just going to be using the same sponge for that. And I'm just going to go over my whole face, once again, just to make sure that everything is nice and blended. Really make sure that you get into your hairline. Like I said, you don't want to look like you have a mask. If you're blonde, you understand it'll make your roots a little orange, but hey, who cares? At least your face is big. Now I'm going to start setting my foundation and my concealer. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder. This is in 120 Classic Ivory. I've noticed that a lot of these powders actually don't have too much color, so I just put this one on my entire face, to be totally honest, just because these powders are nice. They don't give you any flashback, and they make you look really smooth. I'm using this more pointed, denser brush just to set the powder everywhere that I put concealer first, just to make sure that everything is really matte. On my nose, because I get really bad pores on my nose. And my contour line. And now I'm going to go in with a thicker brush. This is just a regular powder brush that I got in an Ipsy bag a while ago. And I'm going to blend this all over my entire face. This next part I do get a lot of questions about. I'm going to start bronzing and contouring my face. I do use some pretty dark powders just because, like I said, I'm tan. I'm gonna bronze my face with the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny. This is just what a lot of YouTubers use, and I'm just gonna go in with the Real Techniques buffing brush just to bronze my face. When bronzing your face, you want to make sure that you use a powder that's a lot warmer and not so gray toned, otherwise you're gonna look like a zombie, and I promise you this is not what you want. This is going to add some warmth to my face and just add a little bit of definition before I contour so that I have something to blend into. Like earlier, make sure that you really blend this into your hairline so that everything looks nice and seamless. I'm going to go ahead and bring this around my neck. And I know to some people this may seem like a lot of makeup to do every day, but I've been wearing makeup since I was 11 years old, so lots of trial and error, lots of time to practice. Alright, next I'm going to contour. I'm going to use the Bahama Mama bronzer by The Balm. This is a much cooler toned, darker bronzer that I have seen some people use. It's not too popular just because it is very dark, but I use it because, like I said, I'm very tan. So I'm just using this angled contour brush that I got from Sephora not too long ago. And I'm really going to buff this under my cheekbones. Make sure to bring it upwards, not downwards. I'm going to do that on the opposite side. I'm going to do this under my eye. This bronzer is kind of scary to use at first because it can leave patches on your face, but it actually blends out very smoothly. So I'm going to put a little bit on my temples right above my eyebrows. So I have a huge forehead. Keeping that out. And then I'm going to go in with Real Techniques blush brush. And I'm really going to blend this all out so there really are no harsh lines. Alrighty, going in with a Morphe M334 is just a smaller angled brush that I use to contour smaller parts of my face. I'm going to go in with the same Bahama Mama bronzer I was using to contour. I'm going to put a little bit under my lip just to add some shadow. Going back in with that fluffy brush just to make sure it's all blended out. And I'm going to do the same thing for my nose. I'm only going to contour the upper half of my nose and my nostrils just so that it looks a little bit more natural. It's going to look insane. I promise you it's going to go away. Using just the tip of this brush, I'm going to really blend it out. I try to use more windshield wiper motions up and down and kind of drag it down so that it doesn't go onto the bridge of my nose and make me look like I have muddy contour all over my face. Then I'm going to take the same angled brush. I'm going to find the crease of my nostril and I'm just going to contour that lightly just to make my nose look a little bit more pointy. Get those real dark lines going and blend it back out. Going in with a Morphe M200, I'm going to take the same Bahama Mama bronzer and I'm just going to pick up a little bit and tap off the excess, and I'm going to really blend this into my crease to add a natural contour to my eyes. I'm not going in with too much product just because I do want this to be more natural looking, and as you can tell, that really does help just emphasize your eyes. And going in with the Morphe M433, I'm going to make sure there's no other eyeshadows or anything on it, and I'm just going to really make sure that this bronzer is really blending out in my eye. Alright, onto blush. I'm going to be using the infamous Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. Everybody and their mothers have raved about this about 1,100 times. I'm going to be going in with the Real Techniques Multitask Brush. It's just a little denser than the blush brush, so I find this is a lot easier to apply blush with. And starting from right above my bronzer, I'm going to blend it onto my cheekbone and start to drag it towards the center of my face. And moving on to everybody's favorite part, highlighting. I'm going to be going in with two different highlighters today. One is going to be the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Wisp. It's just like a creamy highlighter that I got. And I'm going to be going in with a Morphe M176. It's just a flatter, more bendable brush that I'm going to dip into this and put on all the points I highlight. So, top of your cheekbones. I'm also going to be highlighting the tip of my nose and right above my cupid's bow. I really love to glow from within, so I'm going to be going in with the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlighter and with a fan brush. This is the Morphe M310. I'm just going to be going over everywhere that I put that ColourPop highlighter down, and you'll see that this really, really brings out that gold highlight. I like doing this because when you use the ColourPop highlighter before, because of the creamy texture, the powder sticks right to it and you don't have to worry about it coming off during the day. I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply some mascara. And this is just a Revlon eyelash curler that I've had since middle school. Going in with the Calvin Klein CK1 mascara. I also got this in a little beauty box. I'm going to keep it so that the mascara brush is straight, just like this, not twisted so that it becomes shorter, which I will use in a minute. I'm just going to apply one coat of mascara. Now that I have on my single coat of mascara, I'm going to go ahead and let that dry so that I can put false eyelashes on a little bit later. And I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Pressed Pigment eyeshadow, whatever you want to call it, in Iced Latte. This is just a drugstore eyeshadow. And I'm going to go ahead and get a smaller, more rounded brush just so I can highlight around my eyes. I'm going to put it underneath my eyebrow and in the inner corners. On an everyday look like this, I normally don't put a lot of eyeshadow on just because I don't really have the time for it or anything like that, and just kind of putting bronzer in your crease and highlighting under your eyebrow and in your inner corner just brighten up your eyes and draws a little bit more attention to them than just putting on mascara. The eyelashes that I'm going to be using today are actually by the brand called Kiss. They're in the style Spicy. I wish I still had the packaging just to show you. I'm sorry it's not focusing. And I'm just using some Duo lash glue that my dog also chewed up. Alrighty, and while I'm letting the lash glue on the lash band get a little bit sticky, I'm going to go ahead and apply the lipstick and lip gloss that I wear on a daily basis pretty much. This is the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the color Cookie. This is one of the matte lippy sticks they came out with a long time ago, and I'm just going to I like this lipstick because it's more of like an orange-based brown type of nude, and it's very creamy. I love ColourPop lippy sticks. And I'm just going to take the NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu, and I'm going to put that over it just to alter the color and add a shine. Alrighty, and now I'm going to apply my lashes. The one thing I've learned about applying false eyelashes is you really want to make sure that you let the glue sit on the lash band for a minute, just so that it can get really nice and tacky and you don't have to worry about them sliding around everywhere and moving all over the place, because I know that was my biggest issue when I first started applying lashes. You also want to make sure that you pinch the eyelashes and your real eyelashes together as close as possible, just so that the lash band disappears. And you don't have to worry about everyone kind of going, oh, I can see her eyelash falling off, because that would be embarrassing. And going in with the same Calvin Klein mascara from before, I'm actually going to twist the cap and change the brush into this shorter, more spiral-like and brush, and I'm going to just apply that to my lower lashes. And last but not least, I'm going to use my Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. This is for oil control. I don't have severely oily skin or anything, but I do get pretty oily in my T-zone. So all I'm going to do is close my eyes and reach my arm out and mist this across my face. Alrighty guys, that was the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or would like to give me any positive or negative feedback, then just go ahead and leave a comment. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you liked this look, then just go ahead and like this video, and make sure you leave me a comment telling me everything that you did like about it, or any videos that you would like to see in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video once again. Peace out.